Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name's Steve Richardson, and I've lost the mic in a second. Hold on one sec. I forgot to put the mic down back last night, so I need to put the weight on. Damn it. Right, we should be back in business. I think that light's too bright as well. It's because the paint's getting done in the windows behind me, and it's all kind of skew with that light is really bright actually. Sorry about this, just having setup problems, but hopefully that is working okay now. It should be okay. Everything's just disjointed, it's out of place just now. So hopefully that is working. Let me know if the sound is okay. If you're in the kind of chat area just now, let me know if the sound is okay. We'll just kind of take a quick look. I'll go down to the like button and crush those likes as well if you can. Okay. Now we'll just see if we're live. We are live. We've got a few people in just now. Just let me know in the comments area if the sound is okay just now, because that microphone should be set up okay. I've got all the settings on it. Okay, we have, I'll just go jump over to chat. Marcus Jafari is in the house, Mark Paulin is in, Mike D, one of our brown admins, is in the house, Wolf Lenkovitz is in the house, Gary Stewart is back with us, Sokia Ngov is back with us, good to see you back, Stephen King is in, G-Slick is in, Marcus Jafari is saying all good with the sound, so that's good. Shakiza is in, Mike D, sound is okay, good, thanks for letting me know. Okay, so we'll just dive straight in just now. Are we live? We've got a few people in just now. Excellent, sound is okay. Good. Okay, before we go on, if you could, if you want to dive over and get 3 free videos from myself, teaching you kind of more about crypto, 5 ways to make crypto, 3 to 6 millionaire strategy, and how I lost 500,000 and started trading for 357% gains. Again, so you can get 3 free videos. You also get the chance to join the premium group, and also Symmetry Research from Crypto Briefing. This is brilliant research. It's institutional grade research from Symmetry, and it's getting all the research in the kind of cryptocurrency space, and gives you kind of reports, pricing, and what's going up, what's going down possibly as well. We've got monthly coin of the month as well. We've got loads of things going on. I just love them, so I'll definitely check them out as well. The link is down below this video if you want to check that out as well. So I love it and I use it all the time. Every report that comes out, I read it thoroughly. I think it's amazing research that they do as well. So check that out as well. Okay, we'll just dive straight into the markets. It's another strange one. Bitcoin has gone back up again. So which means the alts come back down, so it wasn't quite an alt season, and we spoke about that being, is it alt season or is it an altcoin day, a wee day out for the altcoins? That's kind of what it seems to be, or seemed to be, but there's still plenty of opportunities abound. We're seeing Binance has a lot of coins going up, same with KuCoin, same with kind of a load of other exchanges as well. But Bitcoin 10,226, so I need to see what happens kind of with BACT, see what's going to happen with BACT as well. We'll kind of look at that in a second, as well as Coinbase. Coinbase, strange kind of listings that they've got. It's not listings, but supports has gone on. It's just a strange way of doing it. So we'll talk about that in a second as well. Okay, we have a market capitalization of 271 billion overall. Bitcoin dominance, 67.7%. Winners and losers. ABBC coin is up 44%. And it's got a market cap of 118 million. It's entrenched firmly in the top 100. REN is up 20%, which is good. Jump back into the top 100. Beam is up as well. That's just been listed on Binance today as well. That's up 20%. Quant is up 16%. Dragon Coin 0x. Stratus is up also as well. So they're all in double-digit greens. In reds, we've not got that many at all. Stellar, Aurora, Zcash, Waves, KuCoin Shares, V Systems, Neo, Icon, and DAI is a stable coin, obviously, as well. So we've only got 2, 4, 6, 8% in the red, but not by that much. We're just talking about just in the red. This is dollar value. Satoshi value, different story. There's about 35% in the green and 65% in the red in Satoshi value. That's what we're really aiming for here. The Satoshi value. The USD value of all the coins has just gone up because Bitcoin price has gone up. Because they're all paired with the Bitcoin price, obviously. So that's why that's gone up. So we want to keep an eye on the BTC price, so the Satoshi value, unless you're going to cash out just now. Okay, we'll look at all the cryptocurrencies. We've now got 2,880 listed cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap. And who's done well over the last 24 hours? Custody token is up 147% on 28,000 volume. Don't know the market cap of that. Piton is up 94%, 194,000 volume. It's only 2.3 million market cap. What else is doing well? It's got a low market cap. Memetic is up 38% on 2.8 million volume. No, that's wrong. That's 59,000 volume. I was on the wrong one there. But that's only 316,000 market cap. What else is doing well? RCN Ripple Credit Network. We've seen that on Binance as well. It's only got a market cap of 12 million. So there's still some gems on Binance as well. I don't know if RCN was one of the ones that Tiki Tawara had announced. I think his secret coin that he was really liking was Link. Well, it was Link. And he had another 4 others, I think, where everybody's hunting for those just now. What the other 4 they named. I don't know if Ripple Credit was one of them as well. I can't remember if that was the case, or I'm just making that up. Maybe I'm just making that up. But this is where we go, kind of searching for hidden gems. That's been a theme of the week this week, definitely. Over the last week, Big Bang Game coin is up 462% on 13,000 volume, not that much. Silverway is up 362% on 11 million volume, and that's 96 million market cap. That was a strange one because with 96 million market cap, it should be in the top 50, but it's 211, so there's something not quite right, but it looked interesting anyway. We've seen that yesterday and it looked interesting because of what they were actually doing. Sakura Bloom is up 192% on 15,000 volume, not that much. Zinfin Network up 171%, it's still going up as well on 812,000 volume, so that's 6.5 million market cap, which is really good for Zinfin. That's one we used to trade on Bancor quite a lot as well. So interesting times. David Schwartz is in the house on his crypto journey. Has joined us. Good to see you here. And B has joined us as well. Saying it's Friday. Yes, exactly. Hope you enjoyed the games last night, or the game last night. I didn't see any scores. I don't get a chance to catch up on the football at all. I used to be really into the football until I got married and had kids, and it just kind of drifted away. I just did not have the time for it. It was good hangover, kind of Sunday watching Serie A. I used to watch it all those years ago as well, when it first came out. Anyway, that's by the by. Okay, so what we were going to talk about is crypto bubbles. I'll have a look at that over the last 24 hours. First of all, you can see it's in the green over the last 24 hours. H-bar still going down. I thought that might go down as well. It's just the market cap was way too high, and it's still coming down just now. Even at 82 million, still high for me. It's number 65 in the top 100. Still too high at this stage. At this stage of kind of cryptocurrencies, I think it's too high for Hidal Hashgraph. For the ones that's done well, Beam obviously with being listed on Binance. Ren is up. I don't know if there's any news on that as well. 42 million market cap, number 91. It's jumped back in at. Quant is doing well. 498% over the last year. Stratus has been around forever. Stratus, but it's coming back up again. ZRX, I expect that to go up even higher. Okay, over the last hour, we have Bitcoin up 16%. Don't know if there's any news there. That's a big jump without any news. That's really it for the big ones. So we're in the green, kind of mostly in the green over the last hour or so. So what happens in a micro tends to happen in a macro. So hopefully that kind of filters up the way, so we can get more of an altcoin run as well. Just take a look at the Bitcoin chart as well. Just bring that over. In fact, we'll take a look at the Fear and Greed Index first very quickly. 41. So people are less afraid just now than they were yesterday. It was 31 yesterday. Okay, what's happening with Bitcoin? 10,158. So we're speaking yesterday and said if it doesn't come back round about here, we're going all the way down to 9,400, but it jumped up from here as we were talking about it yesterday. We'll look on the hourly. Yeah, we're talking about yesterday around about this price at 9,890, and we said if it didn't jump up from here, if it didn't have another leg up, then we could be going down to 9,400. However, it did jump up, so that was good, and it jumped all the way up to 10,383-ish, 10,380, came back down, and we're just waiting to see what happens from here. So what's going to happen? It's still not crossed over on the 4 hourly, so technically on the 4 hourly we're still sell at the moment with 2 red candles as well on the 4 hourly. On the daily, where are we? Daily, we're still dancing on the 50 EMA. Still crossed down over, so still could come down for another leg down over the weekend. So it could be a down weekend for Bitcoin and an up weekend for the alts to continue a bit of a rally. It was a good, it's been a bit more good news this week with regards to the alts. So I expect that to continue over the weekend. I think Bitcoin looks as if it's going to come down over the weekend. But again, we'll need to, nobody knows. Charts are not going to tell you definitively what's going to happen because there's so many other factors in it, with whales, with kind of news coming out and stuff like that as well. Jason Clayton has joined us as well. Good results for both Scottish clubs. Good. As I say, I didn't even check. I don't even know the scores, to be honest. I've not even checked it this morning. Right, who else is doing well in Binance? We've got WinBTC, it's not really doing 50%. RCN still going well, and that's 253. Yeah, it's still going up. It looks as if it's still going to go up. This is on the daily, so it crossed over on the daily at 157. We could have had a good 80% there. That was on the daily. On the 4 hourly, crossed over even lower, obviously. Look at the 4 hourly. Crossed over to 128. We could have had a good 110% on that if we just did the crossovers, and that's what we tend to look for as well, with a few other parameters that we look for as well. TNT is doing well at 20% up just now. And still going up at the moment. So TNT doing really well. Ren is up, PHB as well. Fuel has started to go back up again. That had a massive run up, came back down and then back up again. Yeah, we see the massive run up there to just over 90, and then came all the way down to 33 and coming back up again. So if you're trading on fuel, that'd have been a brilliant few trades. You could have been in and out on fuel. Not much else to talk about. 0x we said was going to go up anyway, because of the DeFi kind of listings and DEFIX. I just want to check out the DEFIX and see where that is just now. 109. It's continuing to go up. I think this, I'm going to have to look at this myself to look into and maybe buy into as well. I think this could do extremely well. If you've not checked that out yet, still check out the DeFix exchange, or not exchange, it's an index. So check out the Decentralized Finance Index on NASDAQ. So I'm going to look for more information. I'll give you more information next week to see if you can trade that anywhere. Where is the rest of the stock markets? I think the stock markets are still doing okay actually. Yeah, on the daily it's crossed back up over on the 50 EMA, so it still looks okay. Dow Jones, same again as well. We're still going up with that injection of money and 0.25% interest rate cut as well. That's only going to last for so long. We're still That's just prolonging the kind of agony that's going on just now. Okay, the news kind of want to talk about obviously was, I'm going to talk about Backed as well, but as for Coinbase, Coinbase has support for 17 digital assets. I've got 16 there, but 17 digital assets, and we'll just go to the Coinbase blog. Coinbase continues to explore support for new digital assets. So we'll continue to support the addition of new assets for customers around the world. However, you probably noticed with these assets, you're probably going, I've never heard of that, never heard of that, never heard of that, haven't heard of all of them. So what they're saying here is Coinbase goes to offer support for all assets that meet our technical standards and which comply with the applicable laws. So we've been saying for a while that the new projects that are coming out just now, they're much more advanced than the kind of previous projects were coming out on ICO stage and stuff like that as well. And this goes to support that kind of theory as well, why we should be looking at new ones coming out as well. So today we're announcing our intention to explore assets that have not launched yet and which Coinbase may choose to support in the future. We will continue to evaluate prospective assets against our digital asset framework. Let's got that there, the policy, to assess factors like security, compliance, and the project's alignment with our mission of creating an open financial system for the world. To apply for listing, fill out an application form. So this is the ones that we're talking about. So what I would do here, if I was you, I think this is a good opportunity, is to check each of these out. In the Avalanche, Cello, Chaya, Coda, Dfinity, Filecoin, Handshake, Cadena, MobileCoin, Near, Nervos, Telegram, obviously we've heard of, Space Mesh, Solana, Polkadot we've heard of as well, Orchid, Oasis I've heard of as well. So there's a few that we've heard of, but most of them we haven't. So these are worth checking out just now, see what they're doing, see what they're up to, and see if we can possibly get into them in some way as well. Because if Coinbase is supporting them, I don't know if Coinbase is supporting them on Crunchbase with, I'm just going to see Coinbase Ventures. We'll look to see if they're supporting anybody. Ah, it's locked. Right, number of access, don't want that. Number of investments. So text out Near protocol, which was listed here. Is that listed? Near protocol they're investing in. Taurus Labs, this is July 2019 as well. Textile, have they got Textile listed there? They've not got Textile listed on this one. Bloxroot Labs in May, 01 Labs, 40 in March 2000, I don't think they've got 40 listed. So check out Near protocol, what that's all about. Near protocol is a blockchain designed to provide the performance of UX to get mainstream adoption of decentralized applications. So Crunchbase is a good place to look when you're doing research as well. So definitely check out Crunchbase. But I think Coinbase have got more investments in this. But so the one to look for is kind of Near protocol. I think we'll kind of check that out as well. What's Near all about? And this is the way we're going to find kind of the ones for the future. Build on Near, write, test and deploy scalable decentralized applications in minutes on the most developer friendly blockchain. It seemed to be right. So it's all about, it's another platform building on DApp, building dApps on the platforms. There's a lot of these going about. There's a hell of a lot they're going about. It seems to be kind of saturated, but obviously if Coinbase are investing them and they have invested in them already, then it's something to look at why they're doing that. Ask yourself why and kind of look at that as well. Imran Chowdhury, good morning to you. I just saw the Filecoin and thumbnail for the Coinbase support. I believe file storage will be the next big thing in crypto coming soon. So we've got a couple of file storage ones out. CYT-Coin is file storage, and the other big one as well, I just can't remember off the top of my head. Kukla is in the house, good morning to you, good to see you here. Andreas is in the house, good morning to you. Axel is in. Need to top up my XRP today. There's something in there. 2 new customers per Ripple yesterday. Yes, there's definitely something with kind of Ripple as well. We'll keep on the Coinbase story as well though. In a sec, and we'll check out the charts in a sec. Imran, I've been to Solana's offices in San Francisco, helped them on some marketing. Excellent, Imran. I'm actually in touch with a few of these teams directly, face to face. Robert Habermeyer of Polkadot is a Theo fellow and co-founder of Polkadot. Is a Theo fellow. So interesting that you've kind of spoken to them already, Imran. I don't know if you've invested in these ones as well at kind of this stage. Obviously, they're not out on the main market yet, but at this stage, I wonder if you've kind of invested. It'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on some of them as well. So I'll definitely look into these. Filecoin, I think we've looked at. Telegram, obviously, we know about. Polkadot, we know about as well. Yeah, storage. I've seen that. And Polkadot. Powers blockchain networks to work together under the protection of shared security. So this is the interoperability of, yeah, it's about interoperability. A message will be passed from one blockchain to the next. A fee may be paid by the sender in dots. However, this is not required. Right, so these new projects, this is kind of whole point of this was the new projects coming out are much more advanced than the kind of shitty ICOs that came out in the kind of end of 2017, 2018, and some of them are still going, but they've actually built, but they're much more advanced. So what projects are doing now, before they're actually launching, they're actually having a product up and running or near up and running before, it's not just an idea that everybody's buying into, it's actually a project and they've got a good use case and they're much more advanced than the ICOs of yesteryear. It was only a year and a half ago or something, but it seems like it is an age in the crypto world. So these are the ones we have to kind of pay attention to and look out for as well. Dfinity I've heard of as well. Reinvent the internet as a computer that runs secure software with superpowers. Yeah, so looked into Dfinity before, I think, as well. So definitely good to check out in some of these. Seed investors only, unfortunately, I'm not that high net worth. I have to wait for them to actually release on exchange, etc. But some of them are fantastic. Excellent, Imran. Be good to chat with you about that. PG Tibet, fingers crossed that Matic gets listed on Coinbase. I think it will do. Okay, so we'll look at some kind of other charts as well. So XRP for B, XRP BTC. 2,920, it did get up to 3,208. I've no doubt that will come back up again. If Bitcoin goes down this weekend, I think we're going to have another run for XRP as well. It's crossed over on the daily, which is not done since September the 18th last year. So, but it's just crossed over. But it did come down to 2,817, going back up again. So we could see another run up for XRP as well. Ethereum, I think it's going to be a similar story across the board. So 2 million, 2.13 million is up at just now. Satoshi, which is doing well, so it's doing really well. So just look at Ethereum USD. $218, it did get to 224. So we talked about 240. Ethereum getting to and then coming down, then going up to hit the 300 stage, or 300 level. Ethereum is definitely making a comeback. We're seeing it more and more in the news, on Twitter, more and more people are talking about it. So I think it is making a comeback. But we spoke about that a while ago before anybody else was talking about it. Said that was going to come back. Well, not before anybody else, but we were kind of talking about it and saying Ethereum was going to make a comeback when it was against popular opinion. It was going against popular opinion. So Ethereum, Litecoin, USD, I think that's still the same, $75. And Cardano, the USD value of that, 5 cents still. It did go up to 5.5 cents, but that's going to go higher. ADA, BTC in the future. 509 Satoshi. So what Cardano have got, so what my concern, if Cardano was just a normal kind of project, my concern with Cardano is it's just going to get overtaken with these new projects like the Coinbase listings. These new projects that are coming out, it's just going to get overtaken because the tech is much more advanced, the people are much more advanced, the products are much more advanced before they're actually released. But Cardano have built a huge foundation and they've built a huge network as well, much like XRP. And that's why it's not going to fail. It's not going to be one of the ones that kind of disappear in the altcoin purge. So Cardano's here for the long term. And I think this represents still a brilliant opportunity to buy Cardano at these prices. It still might go down further. I'm not saying it might not go down further because it's not crossed over yet. It was just at the crossing over stage. And it hasn't crossed over really since March 2019. Kind of when it went up to 1900. But this could be a really good opportunity to get into Cardano as well. I think that's it for just now. It's going to be a very quick show today. What else is going on? And the other thing we were going to talk about is BACS. BACS launch coincides eerily with Bitcoin's breakout. Will BACS be a tailwind or a headwind? So this is the kind of thing as well. Remember what kind of happened the last time with the kind of ETF futures and Bitcoin futures came out, that Bitcoin just kind of shot down. So now that BACS is launching in less than a week, it is safe to say that Bitcoin will reach a new milestone, especially with the large-scale onboarding of institutional buyers and price discovery in tandem with physically settling Bitcoin. So remember, this is physically settled as well. So after almost a year of delays and regulatory pushbacks, BACS is finally set to launch in less than a week. So it's been in the works for ages. We've been talking about BACS for ages as well. But what is it going to do? Is everybody going to sell off? And they're going to just kind of sell the institutional investors and they're going to short Bitcoin or they're going to long Bitcoin? So it's going to be a turning point, whatever. And it's just betting really just now if you're kind of buying Bitcoin for the long term is brilliant. If you're doing it for the short term, it's just bet whether it goes up or down, basically. Because of BACS coming out, obviously it's going to change things slightly, but in the short term, I would imagine. But FundStrat's Tom Lee is very positive on BACS, claiming that it will help build trust in crypto. So Tom Lee, the co-founder of research boutique FundStrat, is certain that BACS will bring the necessary level of trust into the world of cryptocurrencies, allowing institutional investors to freely dip their toes into the nascent market. The ICE-backed exchange is expected to launch its physically delivered Bitcoin on September the 23rd. And this is Tom Lee, says, I'm very positive on BACS and its ability to improve trust with the institutions to crypto. But my thinking on that, when they release, when BACS release, and just say one of the big institutional investors do go in and they just short it big time from the very start, that could start a cascade of other institutional investors coming in, shorting it, other ones coming in, shorting it, and then buying kind of Bitcoin as well. So it could be a period of wild kind of volatility for Bitcoin. So it's coming out next week. So it'd be good to know your thoughts on what you think is going to happen when BACS is finally released, and if there's going to be a demand for it from institutional investors. So we know it's kind of supposed to be kind of launched in December 2018, but it's finally coming out. I don't think it's going to be stopped again. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Bitcoin, to be honest. I'll just dive back. Imran Charles Hoskinson said they will either absorb or adopt any developments in the space. They are big enough to buy out or merge with others. So being first movers, they have that edge. Exactly, yeah. That's because they're big enough and because they've built up the network and because they've got the money as well. They've got everything going for them just now. I thought there's definitely a future for Cardano. Tony P, morning guys, just made it 10. B, all the charts are about the same. All boost on the way. Hopefully. PG to bet, fingers crossed. I always said that already. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. I know it's a kind of an early finish today. It's only kind of half an hour and that I've been on just now, but there's nothing. There's nothing kind of much happening just now. So I still think they're also going to come up over the weekend. Bitcoin may go down over the weekend. It's looking that way at the moment, and the Bitcoin is going to go down. So it's going to be interesting for next week with back launching and see what happens across the board with the alts as well. But I suspect we're going to get a drop over the weekend for Bitcoin and a jump over the weekend with some of the alts. I think it's going to be maybe a bit of a crazy weekend this weekend for the alts. So I'll need to wait and see. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Have a brilliant Friday, have a brilliant weekend, and until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently.